possible. It was Los Angeles or New York City. But she didn't want to deal with the snow, so we moved to Los Angeles, which is probably the better choice anyways, because this is where Hollywood is, this is where all the music studios are, and that sort of thing. So, made a plan to move to Hollywood. We went and did the traditional wedding, and then I moved to Los Angeles, here, where we are now, not knowing a soul. I didn't know anyone from LA. I'd only been to the outskirts of LA once or twice. So I moved here, and I remember it being a very sad, lonely time, because I just came off of like this crazy experience living in China and then living in Nigeria and just all these culturally interesting times. And I had spent a lot of the money that we had made on doing like going and eating at awesome places and traveling and paying for the wedding, paying for her brother. So I spent a lot of my money preparing, and then it was like $10,000 for the immigration to immigrate her here. So by the time I got to LA, I really only had like maybe $10,000 to my name. So while I was trying to build my first business, which was a failure, mind you, I was living in hostels. So I remember staying in this particular hostel that was like $30 a night. It was a room with bunk beds, 3 bunks on each side. So I was staying with 6 men, and it was quite obvious that some of them were drug dealers, some of them were like down on their luck, down on their times, and it was, you know, it was kind of like, in my mind, it was like, okay, now I'm backsliding in life a little bit. I just came off of living in a penthouse in one of the most beautiful areas in China, in Shanghai, in Jing'an, near a temple. And now I'm living in a hostel with drug dealers to pursue my wife's dreams. That's why we moved here. We moved to LA for her dreams. And I was fully on board with it, you know. And it definitely worked. It definitely, I did everything in my power to never let her give up on her dreams. She tried to give up on several instances. I remember several times throughout the marriage, she was so frustrated with not making money that she'd want to drive for Uber, or she'd want to go work at a clothing store or be a waitress. And I would just say, no, that's going to distract you from your dream. And so getting a job that pays minimum wage is just going to take up your time, and it's not like our bills are not paid. So why would we decrease the amount of time that you have to work on your craft? So I always adamantly said, don't get a job. Like, I pay all the bills. Make the plan literally was for her to get a major contract or really get it off the ground. And then while she was in the peak of her career, I would just travel with her and be her manager and take care of everything she needed. So I was completely devoted to helping her achieve everything that she wanted to achieve. And I did that. I did help. I was there every single day filming. I was there every single day editing photos. I was there every single day coming up with content ideas. I was there every day in her corner, supporting her, loving her, and just being a cheerleader for her. Because I was in love. That's just who I am. That's what I do. That's what I do with my kids. And that's what I do for anybody I love. So I truly dedicated my all, everything I had, my energy, my intellect, my finances, my spirit, my body, to propelling her forward so that she could accomplish what she wanted to accomplish. And it was like I put just as much energy into her dreams as I did my own. And after a time, which I will never do again, our entire family structure was centered around her social media needs. And you know, it's like I really went above and beyond to try to always make her happy. I remember many occasions like that I would work a 10-hour day and she was, you know, at home with June and just miserable because she was at home with June and she wanted to be out. So after a 10-hour day, I would watch June and tell her to go out salsa dancing, and she would do this once a week. Once a week, I would, and I was always busy at that time, like literally 10-hour days, because I was trying to, you know, pay off my student loans. I was trying to get us financially, like, solvent and get us financially in a stable place so that we could buy a home. So I worked a lot, and then when I came home, she would want to go out, and I would watch June, and she would go out and party or whatever she did until 4 and 5 in the morning, and I would be up with June, feeding her, whatever was necessary, while she went out and did what she needed to do. And then I'd get up at 7 or 8 in the morning and do the process again. So I was very sleep deprived, very tired all the time, and I really, really dedicated 5 years of my life to making sure that she was happy, making sure that she accomplished what she wanted, and she did accomplish it all. And what did she do once she accomplished it? It's really, really, like, it really hurts me that a person that I spent so much of my life trying to build up and just fill that need, that deep, solid need that she had to be this international famous artist, that, you know, it just hurts me that she would turn around, see an opportunity, because the opportunity was there, to try to destroy my life at personal income of herself.